Hey, Vedette. I just wanted to make this quick introduction to this presentation I made for you. It only gives me 5 minutes, so I'm going to go through this pretty fast, but I'm going to send this slide by slide presentation to you as well as a SparkNotes version of a document so that you can look at it all in a list that may have a little more details for you. So, when you buy the home, is going to possibly be your highest paid transaction that you ever make. And there's things that you can do to ensure that you save money by negotiating when the time comes, whether it's with the lender or if the appraisal comes lower than what the house value is worth. There's a few things you can do to put yourself in the best situation to buy this house. So these are the steps you're going through to buy the home. You meet me, you meet with the lender, they verify your income to get yourself pre-approved, look at homes, make an offer, negotiations in regards to what comes back from the appraisal, that what comes back from the home inspection. It goes under contract, and then you finally close. When you submit a contract, you want your offer to stand out above all others, excuse me. And some of the ways you can do it is either asking at or above the asking price of the home. You could submit earnest money, which I'll talk about in a second. And there's a list of things that other buyers are doing so that they stand out above others. So earnest money is pretty much a deposit, like a small amount that you give to the seller as in conjunction with your um, purchase contract. There's some risk involved. Pretty much the only way, like you wouldn't get the funds back, is if you go through everything and you just get cold feet in the end. Then they could keep that money. But otherwise, you can put all kinds of contingencies within the purchase contract to ensure you get the money back. Really, it's just an incentive. It shows the buyer, specifically the seller and the seller's agent, that you're serious and you're willing to put money up to hold your spot above others. This next page is an actual purchase contract, and you see throughout there's different places where you can reference the earnest money, and that's how you protect your investment. Um, with a deposit at the end, you'll get the funds back, and you can apply those funds, that earnest money deposit, towards your closing costs. And this is the list of things I referenced before. None of these you have to do, but it's recommended that I show you what other people are doing. So if any of these things on the list that you feel comfortable with, including in your purchase contract, we make an offer on a home, we are free to do one or more of these things if you wanted to do that. So when you do buy a home, this is what comes next here. It goes through an inspection, it goes through an appraisal. It will come back with a value after the appraisal, and you could request that they fix things or they lower their price. The other page we talked about the appraisal gap. If you still wanted to continue because you love the home that much, you could put your own funds up and um, be willing to cover, which we'll talk more about, including that in the contract. I, Vedette Gavin, am willing to put up X amount of dollars up to this if the appraisal was less than what the home value is being listed at. Um, when you meet with the lender, you want to have different lenders that you spoke with to just compare. Ask questions. Do they offer down payment assistance? And meet with more than one, because you could use that for negotiations between them. Like, just start a bidding war for you, because they will fight over you. Um, we talked about there's different down payment assistance programs. Some of the things I was told, there's at least nine through like city, state, or like government, or this is one of them. OFA, Communities First, Homeport, all nonprofit, all free. You will look at the details here on these links. And this is even one of the banks I told you about that offers through their personal finances, their down payment assistance. So yeah, ask me anything if you have any questions. Like, I do partner with a mentor who I pay, like when I do transactions, and I can get any and all of your questions answered here. I'm going to show you really quick